Okay, George. So let's start with the class for today.
Okay, teacher.
Um, how you going with the last day that you can't be in our class?
Teacher, great. I was on duty that day, so I had to leave the class early, and no more, teacher. I was flying for almost 7, 8 hours till midnight. It was a little bit hard, but it was okay.
Okay, okay, understand you. And I want to show my screen right now. Uh, Andrea, tell me that she doesn't in our class for today. And could you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I want to show you the grades so far on how you can see the maximum points in writing and reading. That is the activity in class is 2 points. Um, and
Mhm.
you achieve 1.5 so far in reading one, kind of someone activity that you can't upload, but it's okay, your score. And the listening assignment, the until so far, the highest score so far is 8. And in order to is todavía faltan unos días para terminar. It's for that reason that the highest score so far is 8.
Okay.
Speaking, the maximum is 2. Your grade so far is 1.5. And uh, um, ¿Tienes alguna pregunta con respecto a tus notas hasta ahora?
Teacher, what was the reading activity? I don't remember. Sorry.
What activity? Activity in class, writing and reading, right?
The reading. I don't remember what was the activity.
Okay. Okay, so give me a sec. Homework activity in class. Jairo. Activity class participation of April and 15 April. O sea, te faltó enviar estas dos, pero porque creo que tú no estuviste, si no estoy mal en estas clases.
No, teacher, el 8 de abril.
Ya
Creo que
miramos,
estaba
espérame.
el 8 de abril.
Espérate, ya miramos. 8 de abril. Dice aquí que el 8 sí viniste. Entonces, espérame. Y la otra es del 15 de abril. Sí.
Sí, eso fue el día que
Sí,
tuve
pues,
que temprano.
fue por esa actividad. Es por
Ah,
esa
ok.
actividad
Vale.
acá, o sea que te faltan los 5 punticos. Pero no te
Okay.
preocupes, porque igual, pues, como tú eres tan cumplido y tú envías todo, eso te sube.
Okay,
Don't
perfect.
worry about it. Don't panic. So let's continue with the lesson for today. And let's randomly add our speaking activity.
Okay.
Give me a sec. Okay, George, the question for today about the lyrics training is, do you think that your listening level can improve through this app?
Teacher, I always answer the same questions. All the weeks is the same for me.
Yes? Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
change. Now it's the same, not different, right? Do you know the lyrics of many songs in English? Which ones do you like?
Yeah, teacher. I've been listening music in English since I was a kid, so I try to remember. Maybe not complete, not the whole lyric, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, a lot. Almost all the music I listen in English.
And which ones do you like?
I start with hard rock, Guns N' Roses, Kiss, Iron Maiden, and since I was a kid, and I still listen the same music.
Okay. Okay. It's like a little bit hard rock or pop
Yeah,
rock, maybe? Kind
no,
of.
hard rock.
Hard rock. Where do you usually listen to music?
Sure. Where do you usually listen to music? Where? Was almost all the time I am listening to music while I'm working, while I am doing exercise, maybe, or doing some duties at home. I like
Mm,
watching, listening music, and I use Spotify app and YouTube sometimes.
uh-huh. Awesome. So let's continue with the next activity for today. And did you see the video for the last class?
No, teacher, I couldn't watch the video of the last class. Sorry.
Okay, don't worry. The topic developed in the last class was reading and use of English, kind of Cambridge Assessment English, right?
Okay.
And the grammatical explanation was in nonsense. Um, kind of activity in class was use of English, practice, and reading. So for today class is please read that part, please.
Okay, read. Aim to practice speaking kind of Cambridge assessment English to improve through of songs my listening.
Mm-hmm. For today class is speaking kind of Cambridge Assessment English. And our final exam, that is, ese examen será el 27, ¿ok? Nuestro examen final, el 27 de abril, a la
Okay.
misma hora y por el mismo canal. It's
Okay.
important that you turn on your camera, and the speaking kind of Cambridge assessment and our final exam is kind of similar. It's sort of like a
Oh,
English Cambridge assessment. And
okay.
I want to tell you that today's class will last less due to you are the alone person, and it's for that reason, ¿ok? Cuando hay uno solo, entonces dura menos la clase. Eso es.
Yeah.
Today class will
Yeah,
last
this one.
less. Okay, and so could you read that part, please?
About 40 minutes, 4 parts. Part one is candidate as a brief general
Candidates.
conversation. Candidate, sorry, as a brief general conversation, about 2 minutes with the examiner. Uh, you and the other candidate each speak for 1 minute about the photographs. After the other candidate has spoken, you also have 30 seconds to respond what they say. Part
Okay,
three,
thank you.
you and the okay.
Okay, this is the explanation for speaking, and the in that part of our your exam, like a Cambridge, it's all almost the same. Candidates are tested together in pairs or groups of three. If there are three candidates together in tests lasts longer, so each candidate gets enough time to speak. Is breakdown in four parts. And how you say part one and part two and part three. You and other candidate discuss and complete a decision making task. And part four, the candidates and the examiner all speak together about topics related the task and part three. So in that part, it's like a 40 minutes, the four parts, and is just speaking. To you have to speak with the examiner, or in that case, in our exam, the first part, you and me, we have a conversation in around 2 minutes. After that, I think I show you a image or pictures, so you can describe the image and similitudes and difference. You can spoke about the picture a lot. And in that part, I don't know what is the time. What I in another class, I tell you exactly that the all en qué va a estar como dividida la evaluación en la próxima clase, yo les diré. Por ahora, it's similar that the speaking Cambridge, and how I tell you the photograph is the second part, that the candidates is just describe its picture, and the part three is the discuss maybe or around that any theme that the candidate the in that case the teacher or the examiner tell you. And the idea is that you spoke in order or around that the theme, the terminate theme. And the last one part is in that you speak with your partner or your coworker around the previous theme. That is all. Did you have any questions so far about that part speaking?
No, teacher. So in this case, we're going to do the exam in pairs,
Uh-huh. Our
but the other students haven't been in class lately. Only Andrea and I. So I think
yes,
you know, just us will do the practice exam.
yes. And in that case, for the example for the Cambridge exam, in general is in pairs or three persons. In our case, in
Yeah,
our
teacher.
final exam, it's possible that I do that exam individual because the
Teacher, I
other
did this exam. I already did this exam 4 years ago, and the person who was with me was shocked, was so nervous, and and he didn't say anything. So it was a little bit hard.
you
But the
want.
idea is that the exam, the idea is that the exam be in pairs because it's better because you don't know what the other person is going to say you, and
Okay,
it's more challenging. I think it's
okay,
fun doing in pairs, so it will be
okay.
nice.
I understand you. In that case, I want to, if it's possible, you can do it that exam with Andrea, okay?
Okay, teacher, no problem.
But if Andrea, for any reason, is not possible to be with us, it's important that you know that the exam you have to present alone. Okay?
Okay, teacher, no problem.
Okay, George.
It
So
doesn't
let's
matter.
continue. Okay, let's continue with another explanation about the speaking. And don't try to prepare and memorize general answers for the speaking or writing test. They almost certainly won't answer that the question which you are asked. Extra help online. Watch an example of a real speaking test that and in another slide, I want to present that example of real speaking test. And please, George, could you read that part? If
Sure, teacher. If you don't know about a topic in the speaking paper, do not speak about something else. You need to show your language skills, not your knowledge about a specific subject. It might help. It might help you to practice some strategies in advance, such as how to explain that you don't know a lot about a topic, how to connect this topic logically to something you are more familiar with so that you still answer the examiner's question. Describing what a friend or family member might say about the topic instead. Like all the language skills, your speaking will improve if you practice more.
okay,
Speak to different people. Okay.
okay, thank you so much. And speak to different people in different situations about different topics. You can also practice for part 2 and speaking tests by using podcasts or video websites to record yourself. Then you can listen back to see what you could improve. So far, is clear for you, George?
Yeah, teacher is clear.
Okay, that's nice. And we are going to see the video only the first 10 minutes and we go back to class. Give me a sec. future. Let me know if you video. Do you listen the video?
No, teacher, I can listen.
Give me a sec. Right now,
No, teacher.
okay. I share with you the link on the chat. Oh my goodness. I don't know what chat. Where the chat is. Okay. Chat. Okay. 10 minutes, George. You got it, the link?
Okay, teacher, I'll let you know when I see a video. Teacher, the video is 14 minutes longer. I'll let you know when I watch it.
George, only the first 10 minutes. And you
Okay,
go
got it.
back to class.
Okay.
George, time is up.
Alright, teacher.
Okay. So, how did you think of the video?
Teacher, it was clear. All the process and the task that the candidate has to make is clear. The idea is never stop speaking.
Yes. And what called your attention?
Mm, maybe the Peruvian guy was a little bit shy, nervous, but I think he did it great. He answered all the questions that the examiner said. So,
Yeah. And
and from the last part is important because the the two candidates have to talk each other.
yeah, I agree with you. The last part is when you talk in any theme that the interviewer show us. It's like a different part of that exam. And where is
Yeah,
he
teacher.
from? Do you remember?
Sorry, teacher, I didn't hear you.
Where is he from?
She is from Germany, and the guy was Peruvian.
Yes, yes, you're right. And the last one question, who do you think got the best skirt and why?
I don't know, maybe the German girl because I think she was more confident. She spoke more. I don't know if it's maybe because the personality of the person, but I think that she did it great and a little bit better than the guy.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. And could you see my screen right now? No?
Yeah, teacher. Yeah, I see the Teams window.
What?
I see the Teams window. I don't see something else.
Advice? Do you see
No,
the part
teacher.
of advice?
No,
No?
only
Okay.
only the Teams. Uh,
Okay. Give me a sec, please. Um, right now, could you see right now? Advice?
not the teacher.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
already. Yeah, yeah. I already see the PowerPoint presentation. Advice. Yeah.
Advice. Okay. So, it's some advice, something that you do in when you present your speaking part in any test, like a Cambridge kind of Cambridge, or it's possible that our test. So, could you read that part, please? Do.
Okay, teacher. Do listen carefully to the instructions and questions during the test so you can respond appropriately. Speak clearly so that both the interlocutor and assessor can hear you. Use all the opportunities that you are given to speak in the test and extend your response whenever possible. Listen to your partners when it is their turn to speak. ask the examiner to repeat the questions or instruction if you don't listen, maybe if you don't understand.
Yes. And in that case, ask examiner to repeat the question or instructions. So, doesn't.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. I thank you so much, George. Doesn't is don't prepare long answers in advance. I don't simply learn and practice a speech. You must answer the question which the examiner asks you in the test. Don't talk at the same time as your partner or interrupt them suddenly when they are speaking. Try not to leave long or frequently pause. Try to speak as naturally as you can. And so far, do you have any questions about that advice?
No questions. No, teacher.
Okay. Let's continue with another part. In that part, it's important that you take account the speaking, the first at all, and you can talk about likes and dislikes. So the questions like how do you like to spend your evenings, or what do you do, or what do you do, or why? Do you prefer to spend time on your own or with other people, and why? So this is a little some kind of themes of the questions. And another speaking part is like a special occasions. And with questions, it's possible that you find the question, do you normally celebrate a special occasion with friends or family, and why? Tell us about a festival or celebration in about our country. And it's possible that the following speak is could be Maria. How much TV do you watch in a week? Or questions like, would you prefer to watch more TV than that or less? And why? Yeah, this is an some questions that you found in that exams or test, or is possible in our test. Okay, so let's continue with another part, and let's do an example. Is useful in many English exams. You need to describe a pictures. In exams like FCE, PTE, or SEPTO, or another's. It's also a good way to practice your general English skills. Take an interesting picture and try to describe it in English. You can practice your speaking and learn a new vocabulary in English. We're going to learn how to describe an image in English in clear and detailed language. I'll show you how to do it step by step. So, um, you need to do any question yourself about the picture that you see. So, for instance, what's the best way that you start with description? What do you think, George?
It's great, teacher. No problem.
Okay, what's the best way that you start with descriptions? What do you think?
Maybe talking about the climate,
Mm-hmm.
the the location of the picture.
Uh-huh.
in this
Okay.
case. So I say that it's in a beach, it's a sunny day.
Okay.
This is the
Okay.
way I would start.
Okay, awesome. It's useful to imagine that the person you are talking to can see the pictures. Think what the other person needs to know. Um, you could say there are several small boats next to the beach. On the picture show a beach with many small boats in the water nearby. This is an example. So, do you have any questions so far, George?
No, teacher. No, teacher, no question.
Okay, let's continue. And key. You can use these phrases. There is, there are, the picture shows. It's important, special, that you speculating means talking about possibilities, right? And first, you can do a summarize. Second, you can start giving more detail about what you see in the picture. So, to start giving detail, you can talk about where things are in the picture. This is an useful language that you can uh, break down that picture. So, for instance, in the top left, I see at the top or in the top right, or in the middle, in the central, at the bottom, on the left. It's useful that you take account that part when you have to describe pictures. And so far, do you have any
Okay.
question,
No,
George?
teacher. No,
Okay.
teacher. Thanks for the advice.
Yes, it's very useful when you have to describe, so for instance, that picture. And you can include in the middle, I see, da da da, and at the top, at the bottom, yeah, it's in the top left. You can, it's useful if you include in your speak that part or any part in that picture. In that occasion, you can the possibility of if you use each once, you can spend long time in your description. So let's continue with the following part, and in that part it's let's practice and activity for today. The first one activity. And send me by Teams, please. The idea is that you write or which picture is description corresponds. I want to share my document uh, in on the chat. Give me a
Okay.
sec on the chat. So I think 10 minutes. If you need more time, you just tell me, okay? You got it? The file?
Let me watch, teacher.
Okay.
No, teacher is in the chat or where?
On the chat, yes. On the chat through Teams for our class.
No, teacher, but I haven't received.
Okay, so by WhatsApp group is possible that you receive?
Perfect, teacher.
Okay. Could you receive, please? Check. Could you check, please?
I already received the document, teacher.
Okay. 10 minutes. Let me know when you finish. Let me know if you have any question about it. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Teacher, I already sent you the document, but I didn't understand some things.
Okay. What do you need clarify? What do you don't understand, George?
Mm, in the first test, it says there is in one table there is a goldfish bowl with five goldfish inside. I didn't see the five goldfish. So I suppose that was the picture number 7
Okay.
because the cushions in the room, the three tables, the sofa, and there is a bowl in
Uh-huh.
the center, in the table of the center.
Yes.
And the next question was the next test. Around the table, some cats are playing cards. I saw some dogs, nor cats.
Ah,
Mm,
that's nice. And
okay. The third one, no, the third one was clear. It was the picture number 2,
mhm.
and and I could see clearly the picture number 8 because it look it looks like a bar, and I couldn't detail perfectly the people that is behind
Um,
in the top left of the picture.
okay. So, uh, first of all, the answer for the first room number, what do you put?
In the first text, let me see. I put number 7.
Yeah, it's correct. Number 7.
The, the,
And
the
the
second
second,
one,
mm-hmm.
number 5.
Yeah, yeah, it's
The,
correct.
the third one, the third one was number 2,
Yeah, and the last one,
and then and the last one, number 8.
number number 1. Yeah, number 1. So, there is
Oh,
a description that has a mistake. Found
teacher,
out.
in the last one, mm, I select the number 8 because I couldn't see clearly the pictures 1 and 8 because I'm connected in the cell phone and I can detail
Ah,
the people and the color specific.
okay,
So I select 8. Sorry, teacher. I
don't
try to
worry,
do my best.
don't worry, don't worry. Okay, and there is a description that has a mistake. Find out what is, and I think you you already find out.
the
It's a
there
mistake.
are there are not cats, are dogs that are
Yeah.
playing cards.
Yeah.
Mm,
And
mm,
it's that the first one description is not five. A goldfish bowl with not five is conversely three.
yeah, there are 3 goldfish in the
Yeah.
bowl, not 5.
Okay. That's nice. That's nice exercise. Did you send me by Teams, right?
By WhatsApp, teacher. I already send you by WhatsApp.
Okay. And for that, for next activity for today, choose one room, please, and write your own description and share with us the description. Short description.
Sorry,
Okay?
what I have to describe?
That you want. Choose one room and write your
Okay.
description. And you tell me your description. Short. Okay?
Okay.
3 minutes.
Only three. Okay.
Teacher, could you please check your WhatsApp?
Okay, let me know. Okay. Your your description is the third picture, right?
The fourth. The fourth, teacher.
Four. Could you tell me what is your description, please? Could you see
Okay,
my
let
screen,
me.
or
mm,
could you share your screen,
mm,
or could you see my screen, my picture? Four.
Yeah, teacher, I already see the picture number one. Could you please roll it a little bit down?
Uh, right now,
Mm,
no?
I'm watching the picture number one.
Oh my God. I don't know why.
Mm,
No? Right now?
no, I
Okay.
think that I'm watching the number five. I think.
Five. Okay,
I think so.
let me check. So. Right now. Could you see my screen? The picture for?
No, teacher. Okay, already see the picture. Okay, in the fourth picture of the exercise, we can see various stairways in different positions. It
Mhm.
could represent the meaning of life and how people share having different perspectives and experiences, maybe. And in the top left, there is an exit for the people. Mm,
No.
yeah, I can see clearly the image, but as I told you before, I think that is a representation of life because uh, the whole people are sharing. They are in the same place, but in different directions and perspectives, different points of view too.
Uh-huh.
And they
I
are
think,
not together; they are alone in the same picture, but they are alone.
yeah, I think it's interesting that picture, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. You have to think twice about what it represents.
Yeah. How you tell me? It's like represents our oneself life. I think it's like when you are alone in your own life, where when you take decisions in order to follow or just stop. I think like it's like interesting. That's nice exercise, George, and your description is awesome.
Thank you, teacher.
It's excellent. And for the following and last part for today is our vocabulary. Could you see my screen? The
Yeah,
living room
teacher.
vocabulary.
I see the slide. Let's practice.
Okay. Okay. Let me check. I don't know why. Right now, the living room English vocabulary.
Not yet, teacher.
Let me check. I don't know what happened. Right now.
Not yet, teacher.
What do you see? Any?
All black.
Right now?
No, teacher.
Not
It's
yet?
all black. No.
What happened? Oh my goodness. I don't
In
know.
this moment, I
Compartir.
no.
Still not? Okay. So I tell you that the vocabulary for today is sometimes the living room is called a lounge. It's about the living room. And the living room is lounge. It's in any occasion. Living room is called lounge. In a house, a lounge is a room where people sit and relax. And a bookcase is not only the place to put your books, but also the shelves can be used to display other things that are important to you. Often, people place photos or pictures on bookcases. The words photos and picture can be used interchange, but a picture also has the potential to be a painting, whereas a photo does not. Photos are often placed inside a picture frames that can either hang on a wall or sit on a shelf. Um, it's like the picture frames in a wall in that occasion is called painting. And it's often common to place books and pictures on your coffee table, a large low table in front of the sofa. Another option is to place a small pot plant or vase of flowers on your coffee table, but not so large that you can see over it to watch television or talk to another person. Unlike a coffee table, a side table is normally much higher, so that people sitting on the sofa for two or more people, or armchair for one person, can easily place a glass or other object on the table. It's always next to the seat or placed in between two seats, the armchairs. And a side table is also a good location to place a lamp. A lampshade helps direct the light downward to help you see well. You see what is the lampshade? Lampshade?
Lampshade where you can put on a lamp, maybe in your bedroom or
Yes,
in a studio.
is a lamp when helps direct the light. Es como la cosita que le colocan encima de la lámpara.
Mm, Okay.
La luz, lampshade.
Mm,
Um,
lampshade. Okay.
yeah. People also like to decorate the windows in a room by hanging curtains on the wall, but sometimes they are also referred to as drapes. The curtains are not only decorations, but also help keep the light out of the room, along with the shades that are placed in the windows. Many homes have carpet on the floor of the living room. A carpet goes from one wall to the others, covering the entire floor. Rugs, on the other hand, cover a small area of the floor that are placed over a wooden or tiled floor to create a warmer feelings. Do you see the differentiation between rugs and carpets?
I thought that carpets was rook. So
Yeah.
I always thought that the carpet is, like you said, a rug that doesn't cover the whole floor, but
Yeah.
also a part.
Uh-huh.
I
Rugs,
I didn't know the difference. I thought
and
that were synonyms.
rugs is a cover a small area. Rugs es como un tapete pequeño.
Yeah,
And carpet es uno de esos grandes.
que cubren todo el piso.
Yeah.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So, it's important that you know that the assignment for the next class is different than the lyrics training. It's not the lyrics training. The assignment for the next class is a Bucaro. Do you know Bucaro, George?
Bokaru, it's a web page to record. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't remember
yeah,
if it is.
yeah. It's like that. Through this tool, we are going to record our own presentation. We are going to include likes, dislike, what I do in my free time, you do in your free time, where you from, where do you live, and how is where you live, and others. This recording will account for your speaking. Also, please upload your recording by Teams and with a duration or long of 2 minutes, no less and no more. Okay,
Okay.
George?
There is the activity for number 12.
Okay, for the next class.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Got it, teacher.
yeah. The is for the next class, and you include that it's a short presentation about you and your dislike and like, your free time, what do you enjoy, and the duration is a 2 minutes, please, and no less, no more.
Got
So
it,
for
teacher.
today, ay, my God, si no te puedo mostrar cómo hago, porque es que te quería mostrar que sí. Imagínate que estaba mirando y tú me enviaste la actividad del 8 de abril, pero resulta que la enviaste el 13 de abril. O sea, aquí se ve. Pero entonces como no la enviaste el 8, yo pensé que no la habías enviado y yo te puse que no la habías enviado, pero ya lo corregí, porque sí lo
Ah,
enviaste.
ok.
Fue
Vale,
sobre
muchas gracias.
causative verbs.
Sí,
Entonces,
sí, yo así fue el fin de semana, que fue un jueves, creo, y yo la
sí,
envié, sí, yo
el
envié la
3.
actividad.
Entonces, ya te cambié la nota y, y nos vemos. I'll see you later.
Muchas gracias, profe.
Bueno, my pleasure. Bye bye.
Bye bye, teacher. Thank you.
Okay.